When I was 11 years old, my mom taught me how to bake a cake. I wanted to learn how to bake a cake because I wanted to make my own birthday cake. I did not want my mom to make one or buy one, I just wanted to make my own. There was no decision to be made about the kind. I knew the exact kind I wanted. A yellow cake with white icing. First, my mom got out the recipe and had me check for the needed ingredients. We had to make a quick trip to the grocery store to buy a couple ingredients that we did not have in the pantry. Once home, Mom and I gathered the ingredients and vegetable spray. We got out the cake pans, measuring cups and spoons, bowls, and the mixer. My mom then had me read and measure out each of the ingredients. She explained that having the ingredients ready to go was much easier than measuring out each ingredient as we were mixing. She even had me crack the eggs. I remember the cracking of the eggs being my favorite part. After getting everything set up for mixing, I sprayed the cake pans with the vegetable spray and turned on the oven. I preheated it to 375 degrees. Next, I combined the flour, baking powder, and baking soda into one bowl. Then in another bowl, I creamed the butter and sugar together. This step took quite a few minutes. While continuing to mix, I added one egg at a time to the butter and sugar. Once done, the vanilla was then added to the mix. The recipe then called for the dry ingredients. I remember that we would beat in just a little of the flour mixture at a time. Each time the flour was added, it would send up a smoke-like cloud until a little buttermilk was added to the bowl. Once the ingredients were well blended, my mom and I poured the batter into each of the pans. We poured half of the cake batter into one pan and the rest of the batter into the other. We then placed both of the cakes into the oven to bake. In retrospect, the cakes really baked quickly, but I thought the 35 minutes of baking time took forever. I soon found out that even more patience would be needed while I waited for the cakes to cool. I was very anxious to stack the cakes and spread on my favorite store-bought icing. Once I had the icing on the cake, I added lots of sprinkles and candies. Because I was not very skilled at piping letters onto cakes, I made a small sign on the computer which read, "Happy birthday, Jenny." I attached popsicle sticks to the sign and then stuck it into the cake. The finishing touch was adding my own 11 striped birthday candles. Blowing out the candles on my birthday cake was even more fun, knowing that I made the cake all by myself.